Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. We are going to be in Basic Fantasy today. It's a free game if you want to get it by PDF. Just go to basicfantasy.org. They also have adventures that you can download as well. You could run them as is, or you could pull out the monster stats and use your game stats if you're not playing in Basic Fantasy. You could also use the maps to repurpose for whatever adventures you want to use them for. This video is going to be a continuation of the character creation videos that I've been doing. This will be the final class because there's only 4 classes. I'll be making a human thief. The reason it's going to be a human thief is because human's the only race I didn't pick yet for a class, and then thief is the last class that I'm making. I'm going to roll some stats here for the human thief and figure out what order benefits the thief. But normally how you would do this is you roll 3 6-sided dice, and then you'll take them in order, and then you'll take that to determine what class you should play, what race you might qualify for, because some of the races have restrictions where certain stats can't be lower than a 9 and certain stats can't be higher than a 17. So keep that in mind. So 3 6-sided dice. I got a 6. Got a 10. Got a 7. Got a 12. Got an 11. Got a 14. And that's 6. That's all 6 that I need. So let's see what the human qualifications are, which I don't think there's much because I think they're the base that could be anything. You have the option to be a fighter / magic user. Nope, that's elves. Sorry. I skipped past the human section because the human section is small. So restrictions, humans may be any single class. They have no minimum or maximum ability score requirements. That's what I needed to know. I would need to make a note that humans, because they learn quickly, gain an additional 10% of all experience points earned. So humans are going to level fast no matter what class they are, at least compared to somebody else playing another race of the same class. And humans get no racial bonus to their saves. Okay, so now let's look at thief. Primary is dex, so I'll put my 14 in dex. So if I was doing this in order, I just hope that my dex was a good score, something at least above a 9. The scale of the character stats are different in Basic Fantasy than they are in Pathfinder and older editions and even newer editions of D&D, where you're rolling 4 dice and taking the lowest dice away. So since you're only rolling 3 dice, your average tends to be in the 9 to 12 area. So my dex is 14, so that subtracts that off my list. My next best stat is a 12. So out of this, being a thief, I would probably want to have a good ability to talk my way out of situations. So I'll put a 12 in charisma. So there we go, we now have a good charisma. I'm going to want an okay constitution, but I'm also going to want to be pretty smart to figure puzzles out and stuff like that. So my intelligence is going to be on the better side. So I'll put my 10 in Constitution and my 11 in Intelligence. Now I have two bad choices to make, which will make playing this character very entertaining. Should my Strength be my lowest stat, which means I can't carry much and I couldn't really win in a tussle, so I'd be like really skinny? Or should I be really incompetent when it comes to common sense, because my wisdom will be really low? So I think I'll go with the super weak, so we'll go with a strength of 6 and a wisdom of 7, and that's all my stats. So that said, a wisdom of 7 is still pretty bad, so there's going to be a lot of instances where I'd want to play this character making stupid choices on purpose, and then he would have to do it a couple times to actually learn from the event because his wisdom's so low. Okay, there is a table over here for thief abilities. And the hit dice of a thief is a D4. And I rolled a 1, so my starting hit points would be 1 plus my Constitution bonus. So I really don't want to get hit in combat. But that's hilarious because my strength's 6. So I don't get a bonus for Constitution score. So my hit points is 1. Now the following skills are thief skills that have a set percentile that you need to roll to do them. Not sure, other than your level, there's anything that modifies these. I could be wrong. If I am, hopefully somebody will clarify in the comments below. So you get open lock. At first level it's a 25%, remove traps 20, pickpockets 30, move silently 25, climb walls 80, hide 10, listen 30. And next I would get my equipment, which is 3d6 times 10. So I got a 6, a 5, and a 4, so 15 times 10, 150 coins. So the first thing I want to get is a ranged weapon that'll keep me out of melee. So let's look at what I'm proficient in again. Okay, here you go. They may use any weapon, but they may not wear metal armor, as it interferes with their stealthy activities, nor may they use shields of any sort. Leather armor is acceptable, however. So I'll make a note of leather armor. So where is armor? Leather armor's 20 gold, minus 20, and gives an AC of 13. Now, as a game master myself, I would allow a thief player to use a shield, but only in a combat situation, because there's no reason why they couldn't hold up a shield and try to defend themselves. But if they're trying to be stealthy, them carrying the shield is where they have the issues. So I'm proficient with any weapon, so let's see, I need to figure out a ranged weapon. I would say it would probably be very hard for my character with a strength of 6 to use a regular bow. So we will look at crossbows. Let's go with a light crossbow. And it would do, and I would need to get ammo for it, of course. It would do a D6 damage. And for my D4 of hit points, that's a pretty decent amount of damage. So I'd probably want a few daggers, so I'd make a note of, I don't know, like 3 daggers, one of which would be hidden on my person. So we'll make a note of that. So let's see, I spent, for the crossbow, I spent 32. How much ammo comes with the... And then I'd make a note of my ranges, which are listed over here in the table to the right of it, for the bows. Okay, it does not say how much ammo I get. So I could, it's 2 silver. 10 of these items weigh 1 pound. Okay, so I could either do it D&D's way, which you'd pay the price and you'd get 10 of them, or you're purchasing those individually. And it's 2 silver. 2 silver. 10 silver equals a gold. I'd say you're purchasing them individually. Now, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. So I'd buy 10 of those, so that's 2 gold worth. So I'll have 10 shots. Now, that's going to be my major source of ammo or way to do combat. So let's double that. Let's pay 4 gold and get 20 shots. And then 3 daggers. At some point, I would makeshift me a sling while we're adventuring, and I'd also pick up a club. Or I could purchase a club. It's 2 silver, so that's not going to be much. So I'd get a club, get me a sling as a backup ranged weapon, and that way I could pick up some river stones to use as sling bullets, sling ammo. But there's a separate damage for that, so I'd make a note of that, because that would be the type of sling I'd be using. And then I'd under sling have to make a note of its ranges. So next I would purchase basic adventuring gear. I'd start with thieves, picks, and tools, which cost 25, so that's a bigger chunk of my money taken away. That with my armor and my weapon. So I'm looking at, what was it, 32 gold plus 2, 4, 6, so I'm at 38 gold. If I buy the club and the sling, 39. almost 40 gold in, so 50, 65 with the thieves tools, thieves picks and tools, which any good thief should have some. So out of 150 gold, I've spent maybe close to half, and I'd just get backpack, bedroll, the essential adventuring stuff, and I'd have some money left over. That being the case, I'd spend a little bit of money on maybe some silvered ammo, give me a handful of those, and if the game master was allowing, I'd get a potion of healing or another potion that might benefit me adventuring. Well, this is the Human Thief for Basic Fantasy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the character creation process. Until we all game again, guys.